We begin hour number 4 here on Three Man Front. Pat Landrum, Molly Conrad, the whole gang back together. Conrad back from his trip to Puerto Rico. Enjoyed the video if you missed it on social media.
Did you bring us back anything from the Caribbean?
No, we didn't bring anything back.
Pat wanted a conch shell.
My memories. We found some sand dollars, but they disintegrated. So
I wanted a shark tooth necklace. Why didn't you bring me back one of those?
I was trying to help you out. I don't think you want one of those.
Did you see any sharks?
No. There was a giant fish in the ocean one day. I don't know what kind of fish it was, though.
Was the water warm?
No, it was cold. It was cold, but in a good way. So when you're like sitting out in the sun for a while, and then you go get in the water, and it's
How many
very
times did you
refreshing.
pee in the Gulf?
Let's see.
A bunch.
Over 5. Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not going up to the.
No, I was just curious.
I do wonder though.
I feel like that's your natural habitat when you can just be free.
Yeah. Do y'all ever get self-conscious almost because you're going in the ocean and you're like, there's somebody out there that's looking at me, and they're like, obviously I just went in there to pee, because you like just walk in to where it's waist deep, and then you immediately turn around and come back and they're like, yeah, that guy definitely just peed.
You don't lower
Not because
your
of
swim
that.
trunks when you pee in the
Yeah,
ocean?
I was going to say, I take my swim trunks off.
No.
Are you serious?
Y'all don't do
You
that.
leave your
Yes, we
swim
do.
trunks on while you're doing that in the Gulf?
Yeah.
Seriously.
The salt washes it off. Yeah.
Me and Landrum both.
No, you
Take
don't.
You take them off
What?
while you're underwater. It could be a clear day. It could be a murky day. It doesn't
Nah.
matter.
Nope.
I've never had one person that said, hey, don't want to see that. They just know it's kind of common practice. Everybody does it.
I thought the fabric of swimsuits was meant to just filter that stuff out.
Let's keep the shad off of it.
I don't believe at all that y'all do that. Everybody pees through their bathing
So you're going to
suit.
be the odd man out there. Okay.
I'm just trying to help you out.
How I've always done it. Now, I typically come back with a rash, but
You just got a call from the Walton County Sheriff's.
You know-
Will you accept the charges?
We try to help out those that, just like the other day, we tried to make sure that Don knew what the 3 S's were. Are you familiar with the 3 S's?
no, what are they?
Are you being serious?
The 3 S's of what?
Like when you, to start your day,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
they are.
Yeah.
You don't know.
No, I don't. I know one of them, but I can't say it.
Yes. And that usually comes first.
Yeah, typically. Shower.
Mm-hmm. That's number
And then
2.
shave or then shave and shower.
Yeah.
however
Oh,
you
is shave the
choose to do
third
it.
one?
Or it doesn't matter.
Well, it doesn't
You
matter. It's
usually
just-
don't want the first one to be the third one.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I could have figured that.
Don did not know.
I had no idea.
Don looked great yesterday. He had gotten haircut,
He had shaved?
Shave.
clean shave. Mm-hmm. Looked good.
He had showered?
I suppose.
we
I mean,
didn't.
I didn't.
Yeah, we
I
didn't
wasn't.
do that.
And then TBD on the first
We
one.
can do the black light test there. I mean, it's good. I think he's good.
I'm glad. I'm
No,
glad
look-
he wore his best.
Yep.
Y'all deserve that.
We deserve it.
Well, everyone. Collectively, that's...
Have we
fair.
convinced you to take your bathing suit off when you go to the bathroom in the ocean now?
No, because that's absolutely the kind of thing I would do, and then I'd end up on a list. Like, this guy out there.
Okay.
You know, snorkeler comes up, and you're like, oh, sorry. My bad.
That's snorkeler.
I don't
What
know.
a snorkeler.
Would you not be at least a little worried that, like,
Who is snorkeling right there where the waves are
I
breaking?
don't know. There's people.
Well, you're paying, that's the pee area.
There's people that do that. Something that latches on. Like, I didn't want that.
By the way, so I know that you got to witness both of your boys' graduations. I'm guessing that you were not there at Hewitt Trustful last night just to take it
No,
in as a
no,
spectator.
No.
Well, I missed these.
No.
I'm going to go sit through this one.
No, God, no. No,
But
I
is
was
it-
not.
Is this a trend where you have celebration areas after graduations where the kids are not necessarily showing out on stage? There is a side stage area where they can do their thing. I didn't know if it went back to Little League baseball and everybody gets a ring and a walk-up song.
Possibly that would not shock me in the least. When my youngest graduated high school, it was during the pandemic. So there wasn't a lot of
I remember
people.
being your emotional and mental support as you for 3 days. We're like, I'm proud of him, but this is going to be bad.
It was,
Didn't you have to wear the mask
yeah,
in the humidity?
yeah. It's just, yeah. But yeah, it was one of those deals. It's just like, hey, let's move it along. Let's get going.
Well, I've seen this, and I don't know if it's just a viral trend on social media or if it's actually happening, but you walk the stage, you get your diploma, and then you got your little side area where you can
your
show out
selfies or do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do your back handsprings.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of doing back handsprings, the University of Florida Gator fans at the Hoover Met right now, they're up 2-0 in the top of the second inning over Vanderbilt. So the Florida Gators, their first appearance in Hoover this season, and they've jumped out to an early 2-0 lead.
What do you think the temperature difference is in the Vanderbilt uniform with the black on black with the pinstripes versus Florida in the all whites, LA Dodger type look?
On the field, it's going to be like 15 degrees probably. Gets real hot down there on the field.
Tell you what, if there's a team that can pull off that look, though, it's Vanderbilt.
There's no doubt. It was funny yesterday, and I have to say this about my sister's school, Ole Miss. So yesterday morning, them playing the first game of the tournament, they became the first team in college baseball history to challenge a call using the ABS system. And they tweeted that out. They had a little graphic that said Ole Miss becomes the first ever college baseball team to challenge a ball strike call using the ABS system. And guess what? They missed it. They did not get it right. So their good rival this morning, Mississippi State, they tweeted out this morning that they were the first team in the state of Mississippi to ever challenge an ABS and get it correct.
Did you see?
That's good. That's good.
Did you see what happened last night with the ABS challenge we had in Hoover? So we had a third strike.
Oh, was it the one that was on that high curveball?
It was a third strike, and then the umpire had to rule in his judgment. Did the play sequence follow through naturally, or was it altered because it was and I forget the scenario. It was a 5-minute delay, but I never really thought about it.
Was he was the catcher like throwing out a
Throwing a
runner?
second,
Yeah. I remember seeing
So
that.
I think they awarded second to the runner. You see what I'm saying here?
Mm-hmm.
But it was a whole deal.
Yeah.
It was only 5 minutes. They figured it out. It wasn't a ton of controversy. But
That is true. I wouldn't think of that stuff off the top of my head. And then when it happens in a game, oh, yeah, that could have been a problem.
So I do have some good news for Brendan Sorsby. There's not been a lot of good news lately for Brendan Sorsby. But apparently Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest winner, Joey Chestnut, who's won the contest 17 times.
Just got arrested for, I think, battery.
He did, and they have now elected to allow him to participate in the hot dog eating contest. He pled guilty on April 20th to misdemeanor battery. Chestnut was accused of hitting a man in Indiana. He was in a bar on March the 21st. He was sentenced to 180 days of probation, which includes the July 4th date for the hot dog eating contest. Here's a quote from a Nathan spokesperson. Joey is not going to be penalized or barred from participating in this year's Nathan's famous hot dog eating contest. The incident has nothing to do with Nathan's. End of quote. The contest is administered by Major League Eating, sanctioned by the International Federation of Competitive Eating. A representative for MLE declined to comment on the matter. Bar surveillance footage revealed that Chestnut slapped a man in the face after they initially shook hands with each other, according to U.S. Weekly. So he just slapped the guy.
Wow.
Slapped him across the face.
Everybody's hammered.
But they shook hands, and then he slapped his face.
You go from shaking hands to slapping him in the face?
Chestnut told police the day after the incident that he was intoxicated when he struck the man. He also said that the slap looked like a joke, but presumed that must have taken offense, something said by the victim.
You better really know. You better really know your buddy if you're going to slap him.
According to police, Chestnut pulled the altercation victim forward to hit him before standing over him and later moving toward him again. Officers say that the victim endured a bodily injury as a result of the hit. Chestnut was previously banned from the Nathan's annual contest in 2024 because he signed an endorsement deal with Impossible Foods, a Nathan's competitor. He returned to and won the 2025 contest after signing a 3-year contract with Nathan's Hot Dogs.
Paying attention, Jamie Pollard?
Mm-hmm.
You see what Nathan's has realized?
Yep.
There is no event without the GOAT.
Chestnut's 17 total hot dog eating contest titles is a world record for a single person.
You think he just thought guy was saying high five?
I don't know what he did.
Guy never held up
Yeah,
his
you
hand.
and I interviewed Joey.
Oh, Joey was great.
Yeah, a couple years ago. Yeah, he was a really good interview.
Interesting, the measures he takes prior and then post.
So he first won his event in 2007. He has historically been the main fixture of the Nathan's Hot Dog Eating Contest. The event averaged over 1 million viewers between 2021 and 2023, but has dropped since to 831,000 on ESPN2.
What would you, if it was one day out of the year, would you rather watch Live Golf or Joey Chestnut eat 80 hot dogs?
I just watching those people eat.
It's disturbing.
It does, as you know.
You don't get grossed out.
It doesn't gross me out, but it's just not.
The soggy bread, and then when it starts dripping down the face in the heat, that's when it gets me.
It's just not. No thanks. And it always seemed to, every holiday when this happens, I would always end up around that time, just by coincidence, I would be in a restaurant eating with my family, and it would be on every television. And you're like, you know what? I mean, it doesn't bother me, but everybody else in here may not be like Landrum. Doesn't particularly care about seeing this guy, you know.
Not while I'm eating.
No.
Mm-mm.
No. So we're trying to sit there and eat a, typical 4th of July barbecue meal at a, restaurant. And all of a sudden it's boom, he's on every TV.
Well, it's not just Chestnut. It's his fellow competitors.
Yeah.
Some of them not as graceful.
No.
Some easier to look at than others when they're doing that.
Yes. Yes, very much so. Well, one thing that is easy to look at, and that's your roof. And if you're Travis Lloyd at Abide Roofing, he can get on that roof pretty daggum quick, and he can tell you what's going on with your shingles. And if you've got a problem, maybe some leaking in your attic, which will then get into your sheetrock and cause all sorts of problems, you need to call Travis Lloyd at Abide Roofing, 205-577-7338. That's 205-577-7338. They're the insurance claim masters. They dealt with my insurance company that was being problematic. They can deal with yours. They can get on your roof with the adjusters, and they're going to make a case, and they're going to show why you need that roof covered by your insurance company. They're offering a free, no-obligation roof inspection for homeowners and business owners across Central Alabama. So even if you don't notice a problem, let them get on your roof and take a hard look at your shingles and make sure that you don't have some problems that are forthcoming as we get ready for heavy summer season. Heat and humidity is here. We've got heavy storms coming almost every single day. And if damage is found, Abide Roofing, as I mentioned, they'll deal directly with your insurance company. So get started today, 205-577-7338. That's Abide Roofing at abideroof.com.
We got your text, your reactions, a lot of comments to Conrad and his very odd practice of taking off his entire bathing suit while using the restroom in the ocean. Yeah, just when you thought it couldn't get any weirder. 3-man front as we continue on Jocks. There it is. 119 three-man front. Florida has hit another home run. They're playing baseball out in Hoover. Mississippi State knocked off Missouri, eliminated the Tigers from the tournament, 12-2. Right now, Florida leading Vanderbilt 3-0 as they have played 2 complete innings. I'll get another game following this one. Then coming up tonight, you get Auburn and LSU, a battle of the Tigers as LSU outdueled Oklahoma yesterday 6-2. So LSU trying to make a late season push to try to boost their, what would we call them, very slim regional prospects, Pat.
They need to win. They need to win the whole tournament.
I don't know how that's looked at by the committee, these kind of wins versus regular season wins. But, yeah, you're going to get that one tonight. Scheduled first pitch. It's scheduled for, is it 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock?
8 for Auburn, it's supposed to be at 8 o'clock.
It's supposed to be at 8.
Maybe Mississippi State run rule in Missouri will help that out a little bit.
Maybe so. So 8 o'clock, but in 9 o'clock Eastern, but maybe it ends up going at 8:30. We took our guesses just generally how the course of the day works. But maybe no delays. Maybe we get some run rules and everybody starts on time. And then coming up tomorrow, of course, we got Alabama. Know a lot of folks going to make their way out there tomorrow night to enjoy that. And hopefully it'll be nice weather. Text line is open, 205-834-9450. And Dan has fired in. I guess everybody's different. Dan says no one takes their swim shorts off to pee in the ocean.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Next one says, Pat, I'm with Conrad. Never heard that.
Yeah, we had Miami Hater. He called in during the break, and he was disgusted with y'all for even insinuating that you would consider taking off your swim trunks to go to the bathroom in the water.
Will says, Conrad, I'm on your side. I'm not dropping the trunks to pee. If someone is snorkeling and sees all your business, all of a sudden you're on a list you don't want to be on.
There you go.
That's where the seaweed comes into play.
I guess so.
This one says, I can't take the trunks off. It would scare the fish. Smokey from Jasper. Only a person who eats a banana upside down keeps their trunks on in the ocean to pee.
Proud to do it.
With you, Smokey.
Proud to do it.
Keep being normal.
I think that that is more normal than peeing in the shower, I would argue, is keeping your swim trunks on to go to the bathroom in the ocean.
Each their own.
That's just my 2 cents.
Maybe it's just a generational thing. I don't know.
Is it?
Ocean pee. Now that Conrad does this, you should all skip going to his pool party.
Don't worry, we're going to get that special chlorine in there, so it'll put on a little show. Everyone will know. Why is it hot pink in the pool?
We have admissions now. People are coming out. There's more of you, Conrad. This said, hey, Conrad, sometimes when I'm standing outside the shower waiting on water to warm up, I go ahead and pee in the shower while standing outside it.
I don't think I've ever done that one. I don't think I've done that one.
Conrad's 3 S's are stomp and then shower.
Well, they can all kind of go hand in hand. Or foot in foot, I guess.
Will Wade's recruiting. Collins from Pell City, always good. He says, the Air Up There sequel starring Will Wade. Did you ever see that movie?
No, I didn't. What's that movie about?
Goes to Africa, right? Air Up There? Recruits a player? Yeah. Goes to Africa and recruits a player.
Oh, yeah, Kevin Bacon.
Kevin Bacon.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This one says Greg Sankey got to go. This one says y'all's commentary about changes in baseball. The fact that fans were against conference championship just proves they will never listen entirely to what the fans want. It's a multi-million, maybe billion-dollar business. That's the driver, like when NASCAR ditched a lot of its cigarettes and rednecks imaging. Fans across sports are going to complain, but as long as the conference or entities are making money, it's going to continue. Fans can pound sand, ultimately move on. It's all about the cash. It's driving it all. 205-834-9450. Golly, and then just had a whole nother slew. More people disturbed by you, Conrad.
No, they're on my side.
Conrad is just a nasty individual, nasty.
See,
They bookended
that's not
individual with
nasty.
nasty on both ends.
That's not nasty. I would say right now, if we were running a stroll poll, it'd be 95% people in my favor.
Jason's line of thinking,
Heavily
and this
in my
this
favor.
makes total sense. If you do the first S third, then you might as well reshower and start your entire morning.
Yeah,
over.
you can't do that. That's
Yeah.
just, you're ruining it. Yeah.
John here with 3 pineapple emojis. Ain't no way I'm pulling my trunks off for the chance that my stuff gets bit.
Yeah, you have to, yeah. The thought would go through your mind.
Taking your swim trunks off is about as weird as George Costanza taking his shirt off to go to the office. Somebody says, I'll never be able to drink an ocean water from Sonic again.
Well,
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Darren from Tennessee.
That's what we're here for.
Thanks, guys. 205-834-9450.
Well, summer is here, and whether it's date night or family time, everyone will love Big Whiskeys. They have a full menu that has something for everyone. The outdoor patio with the putting green and the game area is great for those summer evenings, so go see them in their newest location off Highway 119 at 280 near Publix, or if you're at the Hoover Met for the SEC baseball tournament, go see them in the Stadium Trace Village.
We got questions from Pat. We will do our best to answer those questions responsibly. Pat Ponders on the way. The Wednesday edition of Three Man Front continues.
It is 1:31. We try to do things at this time every day. I ask questions. They give me answers. This is Pat Ponders.
I wanna know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind.
It's time for Pat Ponders.
All right, question number 1. I need you to name 2 college football announcers. It could be a play-by-play guy, it could be a color analyst, or a sideline reporter that you could go the rest of your life without hearing on a football broadcast. In other words, give me 2 that you hate, you never want to hear again on a football broadcast. I
Does
need
RG3
2.
count still?
If he's still doing a game,
I'll say it. I don't care how. I don't want to hear Beth Mowins doing a football game again.
okay, that's 1. Give me another one.
Okay, yeah, that.
I don't even have to explain it. That's it.
You.
You
Why,
first.
why is everybody quiet?
I'll go RG3 since he still does some football stuff. I think he's the worst we maybe ever had. He's awful. I'll be honest. I don't like. I'm not a big fan of Gary either.
Well, he's retired.
I know, but still.
He's retired, so you don't have to worry about ever hearing him again. So give me another one.
It'd be Beth Mullins.
You copied Landrum and went Beth. I need another one from Landrum.
See, my first one was RG3. Sorry, RG3.
Give me another one.
I need to think.
I'd also throw Gus Johnson out there. He kind of gets on my nerve. And there are times where I really
See,
like
that's-
Gus.
I
There-
know.
There are times I really
Yeah.
like Gus. There are also really times where I really like when, I guess going back a couple of years ago, him saying Maserati Marv every time that Marvin Harrison Jr. touched a football made me, I can't do it. I can't do it. Can't do it.
Don't say Tom Hart.
No. Me trying to muck my relationship up with him.
Kevin Harlan.
No, and do not bring up Kevin Harlan. Kevin Harlan's great.
I'm joking.
I'll be honest. I know we got people who are mutual friends. Joe Tess isn't my favorite.
All right, so for Landrum, for the record, Beth Mowins and Joe Tess. If you could go the rest of your college football viewing experience, you never want to hear those 2 individuals again.
Not calling a game. Not that I'm watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
And-
clarifying for everybody else.
And
like,
yours
Yeah.
was
RG3 and Gus Johnson.
And yours was.
Probably go RG3 and Beth Mowins.
Why do you hate Beth Mowins?
oh, I don't hate her at all.
No, not at all.
Well, why do you not like her broadcast
I,
skills?
I don't like her calling a football game. I
Why?
don't know.
Why?
I guess it's just different.
Different as in
Yeah, the voice, the cadence
Does she have
doesn't fit my ear, Pat.
she has a high pitched sound when she does a football
That's
game?
probably something to do with it.
It's my first day back. I'm not going to say anything else.
Why?
I was
Need
just
to
curious.
ease
I mean,
into it.
2 of the 3 of you don't like Beth Mowins, and I was just curious why. That's all.
I'm stuck in my ways. Doesn't fit my ear. Doesn't sound natural. I don't know.
I understand.
It's usually a crappy game. I don't know.
Yeah, it is. I'll give you that.
Now, Beth calling some things, yes, but not college football.
All right.
Maybe she can call the Big 12 and the ACC when they break away.
Maybe the national championship game, but you and Molly won't watch or listen because you guys don't want to have her on your broadcast.
Who else were you going to say?
That was it. That's all
Okay.
I had.
All right.
That's all I had.
All right, question number 2.
Wait, what about, no. Stop. What about you?
Let's see here. I would go the route of my 2. Well, he just quit, or he just retired.
Were you going to say Gary too?
No, I was going to say Jones. He left ESPN. He was a clown.
Mark Jones.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, he was an absolute clown.
He wasn't my favorite.
No, he needed to go away.
Did you like Dave Rowe back in the day?
I love Dave Rowe.
Yeah.
Loved him. I think he was fantastic. It was always funny because people thought that Holly Rowe and Dave Rowe were related, but obviously they're not. But because he was ending his career and Holly was coming,
Right.
Onto her career. And because I remember we interviewed her on Feinbaum and she actually brought that up. I'll be honest with you. I'm not a big Dave Neal guy.
Okay.
Another one that I don't think he's the worst, but I think partially having to watch certain shows with my wife has maybe jaded me on. I don't really care for Jesse Palmer.
We're getting some Jesse Palmers
Yeah.
and Rod Gilmore's too.
I don't hate Jesse Palmer, but I don't know. There's also just something weird of like, oh,
And I
my
agree
wife is watching The Bachelorette and there's Jesse Palmer. And
I
now-
agree with Rod Gilmore. I will tell you that he is one of the nicest people. And that
I know, and
But I don't-
excuse your professional opinion because there's that personal. I get it.
Yeah,
and that's
but-
why I refrain from a couple of.
but I'm like those texters, not the biggest fan of him on air, but off the air, he's a really, really super nice guy.
And some of it's just as simple as it's their style,
Yeah.
and it's to each their own. It's like picking out what kind of clothes you like to wear. I mean, it's just
But yeah, Palmer has gotten on my nerves the last few years.
Yeah. It's also just the fact that him and Joe Tess are teamed up.
Is it
all the
because
time.
he's
It's like,
Canadian
yeah.
that bothers you?
Well, that would actually make me probably like him more based on how y'all are framing
Or is the
me.
fact you're jealous because is he still the host of The Bachelor?
Yeah.
Is he?
hmm That's what I'm saying. Like, it's kind of weird because when my wife watches that, I'm just like, it's kind of weird.
texts that are rolling in real quick. Fax and Beth Landrum, Carson, and Tuscaloosa. I could live the rest of my life without hearing Beth Mowens on anything. Here's a little bit of surprise because I like this guy. Now here's a guy, Chris Collinsworth.
I know there's a lot of people that don't like him.
John Mack says, dude, Gus Johnson, RG3, the King, Ryan Clark.
I don't want to hear him say anything really, but yeah.
Somebody said, I am shocked nobody mentioned Tim Brando.
I love Timmy B. I think he does a great job.
Yeah. Scott said, I'll say it. I don't want a woman calling my damn game, Pat. I'm not going to finish all that.
There's more.
That was the
There
tamest
was more
part.
than
That was
just
the tamest
that.
part of the response. They were very fired up.
I figured that was just that.
Mm-hmm. And they were tired of a lot of stuff.
Okay. There we go.
And that's
Is there anything about gas prices in there too?
that spans a whole nother show and maybe a whole nother network. No, definitely another network.
All right. Here's the next question. Give me one hot sports take you believe, but everyone else thinks you're crazy.
Just do it. Your whole Wilt bull crap.
See, I was gonna say the LeBron thing's not a hot take though. About him being the best. Y'all would say that's a hot take, but I don't think that's a hot take. But yeah, show me the video of the Wilt game. Let me see it.
2004, Auburn would have beaten USC.
Is there a lot of people that don't agree with you on that?
I think a lot of people say USC because they had.
I agree with you. I think Auburn would beat USC in 2004.
It's a good one.
Pine tar was legal on Brett's bat.
It was. Typical Yankee trash.
A-Rod never put a needle in his arm.
No, he definitely did.
These are all just, I try to keep it together while I make just asinine statements.
Alec Boehm has a good head of hair.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You got a few more in there, I know. How about you, Molly? What you got?
Nebraska would have beaten Michigan in 97.
There's a lot of people that think that would not happen.
Because the different poll, you know.
Guardians and the Redskins should have never caved.
I think that's less of a hot take now than it was at the time.
But everybody else thinks, again, the back end of the question, everybody else thinks you're crazy for saying that. I think what you just stated, most people in this part of the world probably would agree with you.
Do I have to truly believe it?
Well, I mean, if it's your hot sports take.
No, I don't agree with it at all. I was going to say guys should be able to compete with girls for championships. I don't believe that, but that would be a hot take. And I don't know, maybe we're not as split on that as we once were. What would yours be?
That the Cardinals would have won the 1985 World Series if Don Dinkinger had not messed up the call at first base against the Royals.
You know it was going to be Cardinals. Something Cardinals.
I'm surprised you didn't go. Your hot take was that the air conditioning units in the Metrodome caused the Braves from not winning the World Series against the Twins.
I thought everybody had come to grips with that's why it happened. That and Kent Herbeck assaulting the leg of Ron Gant.
Yep, Ron Gant.
Inappropriately. Pulling it off the base.
Picked it up and removed it off of first base. That Kent Herbeck guy.
Is Frank Viola still alive?
I think so. It was a good pitcher.
Yeah, he was. Had a nice mustache.
He did. Very much so. All right, that is
Now we get
today's
some
Pat
Joel Klatz.
Ponders here on the program.
Joel Klatz. Posey says Manti Te'o's girl was real.
Okay.
Well,
yeah,
I think technically
it was a real person.
the person that was catfishing was a female, was it not?
Oh, was it?
It turned out to be, well, they were a male at the time, but then has made apparently the move to the other team.
Okay, I did not know that part.
That was
Okay.
in the special.
Yeah, I
Did you
didn't
not
put-
see her in the moo that I was doing it? It was like the before, the younger person who was catfishing Manti, and then the years after, and then feeling bad about it in a moo in all full makeup and dressed as a girl.
I
Okay.
missed that. I just thought it was a guy. Well, I guess it is a guy.
No, see,
Anatomically, I don't know, but it looked like a girl.
I thought it was a girl to begin with, but I must have seen the after.
Yeah.
You said moo wearing a moo and makeup.
I think it was a moo. I don't know
Okay.
what you call it.
All right,
It was.
all right.
She was never going to pull off that look.
More 3-man front on Jocks.